This is the Quack House Podcast.
It's your boy Kev coming back at it again with another podcast. I got with me my boy Darren.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
I got with me my girl Kayla.
Hello.
And I got with me my boy John.
Hey.
And today is week 5.
See.
Dang.
Cinco.
Week 5 of Diddy Trials.
Yes.
How much longer do you guys think this is going to go on
Cinco
for?
do Diddy.
They claim that it's going to be done by
Diddy
the
done.
20th.
Ooh.
But they're just claiming, though.
Right.
So
could go
what?
longer.
That's next week, Wednesday, Thursday? Was the 16th today?
Friday.
Dun,
It's-
dun, dun.
Wait, I just wrote it down today. 14th or 16th?
14th.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
So the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
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 That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think they said they have
A lot
just
of
a couple
things are
more
still
witnesses.
in the air.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was that?
A lot of things are still in the air in this case.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, what's in the air? Are the eggs?
No, the baby oil. Remember the dehumidifier?
The,
The
eggs
drugs.
are in the curtains.
The drugs are in the
In the
air.
curtains?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did you see that comment that person put?
Yeah, that was great. Because he straight up said,
Shout
no.
out.
Yeah, shout outs. Yeah, he was saying that they were wiping the eggs on the curtains.
Man, what if they were
Nasty.
doing bullseye targets?
Yeah, I bet you they were.
Ugh.
Nasty.
You should flash his name, a comment across that.
We will.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, last time you said do Jason's name across the screen, and I did it.
Yeah.
That was good.
For the whole video.
You know,
Well, only for part 1. not part 2.
looking
Okay.
ahead into this mic.
But I was confused for a while when I watched
That makes
it
sense.
with you saying like he was our brother-in-law, but it wasn't bad or anything. I just was confused for why I was on there the whole time, but not like in a negative way.
No.
Right.
No,
Well,
not at all.
I
John
asked too.
John literally said, "Now you got to put it across the bottom as our brother-in-law for the whole episode."
Yeah. I think that was appropriate.
For part
Yeah,
2?
The Quack
No,
House.
just for part 1.
Yes.
No,
Oh.
he in the Quack House. He is the Quack House's brother-in-law.
Yeah,
Right.
He is. He's one of the quackers.
Yeah.
Quack pack.
Yep.
Quacktastic
Nah, you
Quackalicious.
you pushed it a little too far.
Quack-a-lack.
with Quacktastic.
Yeah,
that's how you
Kayla
feel.
brought it back though.
It's a quacktatorship.
Oh,
We gotta
Now we're
iron this
reaching.
out.
Quack-a-lack. That's what I said.
Yeah.
We need
Anyways,
to
guys, you guys
iron.
like our little thing? We're gonna be adding a lot more fabric stuff because when me and John went there, holy shiz, we found our new crack.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sure you could just go upstairs and find something.
I'm totally addicted
Nah.
to fabrics.
Not the type of fabrics
I
that
can
we
tell.
were finding.
I've already dug through a lot of that stuff, and I'm not interested.
No, that's stuff that she hasn't organized.
These ones,
You gotta
I
look at the
could-
other side.
I could not stop looking at.
Right, man. They had
They have all
everything
kinds of
from
patterns,
like
yeah.
Ninja Turtles to Mario to freaking Alice in the Wonderland, like original
Mm-hmm.
In the
In the
Mhm.
Wonderland.
in the Wonderland. Sorry.
Alice in Wonderland.
Jurassic
Alice
Park.
and Wonderland.
In.
no the
Jurassic Park, hopefully.
Or-
I didn't
in.
think I saw a dinosaur.
Oh,
Alice in.
that sucks.
Okay.
In
Making sure I was right.
in.
Not in the.
It's not the Wonderland. It's
Anyways,
Well, sorry. Before we get into what you're getting at, I did see something. It's somewhat of like a conspiracy about Alice in Wonderland. Is that what? It's,
Mhm.
there's something in there where it was saying that a lot of the stuff in there was kind of like a metaphor for doing drugs and
Yeah.
being like under the influence.
Yeah.
well,
'cause,
yeah,
some
makes
of the-
sense. Makes
some
you
of the
feel big.
characters-
Makes you
yeah.
feel small.
I
Because some of the
mean,
characters they would have like
Oh,
smoke or
that
whatever,
too.
and then there was just stuff that was really
Yeah.
reminiscent of doing drugs in it.
they were
The
eating
whole-
shrooms.
the
The whole thing is like,
dude.
what
Yeah,
are you
but-
on, girl?
Nothing but a trip.
But it's because it's from Disney, right? Disney.
I mean, old school Disney.
Yeah.
Is it Disney though?
Because a lot
I
of
don't
stuff
know.
Disney did in the past, it kind
Oh,
of seemed
yeah.
like it was kind of like maybe you shouldn't be showing kids that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I mean, probably even now they
Yeah.
hide some stuff in there.
But
Oh,
yeah, it was
yeah,
just crazy.
for sure. Not like they used to though. Holy cow,
Probably,
man!
yeah.
'Cause if you
Probably
think about
start
it-
watching things back.
Yeah, Because think about it, I mean, it's basically on that movie, it's kind of showing like just the adolescents doing drugs.
Oh,
and
Disney
promoting
don't.
it.
Disney don't care.
Oh, they don't.
Old school Disney definitely.
They really
care.
don't. I mean, do
Yeah.
you remember all the anti-Semitism that used to be
New
back in
Disney
that?
just got better at hiding it.
Right. Oh, no, that's yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they did way better.
it's still
Like
there.
Little Mermaid. I mean, those were male genitalia in that sandcastle.
On the cover.
They probably got Chat GPT writing it.
Oh yeah, they do.
Actually, they can't. That's what the whole. Remember when the writers went on strike?
Right,
that-
straight.
They already thought about that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
basically were like, "You guys can't take AI can't take our jobs."
Oh, is that what
Really?
that was?
I bet
all
we
about?
could write
Oh.
a song on Chat GPT with.
Where do you think all those country songs that are like ridiculously?
Oh, those
That's
are
what I
good,
mean.
though,
we
to
can
be
make it. We
honest.
can make a TikTok song. It doesn't have to
That'll
make
go
it that
viral.
great. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, we could make. We should try to figure out how to make a song.
Yeah. I mean, we just gotta
Just
just
type.
punch words
I
into
would like
Gemini.
you to make a song
That's it.
And
Yeah.
have it
with
sing it
this
for us.
genre about this topic.
And then
Have AI sing
should
it.
we have it country, rock,
I don't know. We'll have to decide once we see the lyrics.
bluegrass?
You decide once you see the lyrics.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But AI is getting pretty dangerous. So have you seen it now? It's getting to the point. Give it a few more years. Like realistically, everybody has Facebook, so I could literally have prompts in there, get all of our pictures from Facebook, and then it would just basically I can make a movie, a live action movie of
Yeah,
us.
that's the thing
Yeah,
that
that's crazy.
they're trying to stop and figure out in Congress, because they really do got to do that. Because anything you put into AI, you basically allow it to use your like image and
Right,
everything.
right. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I ever do it, I'm going to put myself with a big penis. I'm just going to say that right off the fucking bat. But
Yes,
Let the record book show.
Darren wishes he had a big penis.
hey, I do okay.
Domi arigato, Mr. Robot.
Yes, yes. Be like, wait, why does it have a robot penis? That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, I guess it'll just vibrate for you.
Small and efficient.
Oh,
Oof.
laser
Is
focus.
it Chinese?
Yes, the Chinese.
It was made in China.
Mm-hmm.
Small, efficient penis.
Yep. And that's why it has like the weird
And
charger,
that's why it has
the magnetic
DE.
charger.
Micro USB.
Yeah,
Son
not even
of a
that.
bitch.
It has a magnetic
Or
charger. You
ED,
just
not DE.
No, just go back to what type B.
Type B.
type B.
Yeah.
Type B charger.
Yeah.
Like you'd be running around trying to find one of those
Yeah.
now.
Two
We
Well,
probably have some.
two
Could be
prongs
worse.
for it.
Actually, the speaker.
Could be
Really?
worse though.
No,
You
that's
could-
micro USB.
Oh, you're talking about the one before
The
that.
one before that.
Oh, yeah. Good
Well,
luck.
I'm
Right.
talking the North Korean ones because they got like the Kim charger, the Kim 1 charger, the Kim 2 charger. You know what I mean? They got all Kim chargers.
And the Kim Jong Un
Yep. Yep.
XL.
Sorry, one more thing. I always hear information, but they do have their own phone. People have their phones in North Korea, but obviously it's all controlled.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
on there, what I was seeing is their phones automatically take a screenshot every 5 minutes, and then it's stored in a folder in there that you can't access if you have one of their phones, which means the government is looking through everyone's phones all the time to see what they're going on and see
Yeah.
what they're texting each other.
Yuck.
They do that here.
Well, yeah, of course, but they're more like flat out like, yeah, we're
Right.
doing
They
this.
do
we
it
don't
secretly
care.
here.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. They tell you there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all like, this is
Right.
what you get.
Because, I mean, if you're getting a government issued phone, I mean, you got to let them.
Right. Metro PCS.
Metro PCS.
Is that
had
a government
bad
phone?
day.
Well, back in the day when I was chilling with like, the criminals, yeah, everybody said, yeah, those are government phones. They always call them Obama phones. They said, do not put anything that you're doing illegal on there. You will get caught by using a Metro phone or an Obama phone.
What?
I mean, the Obama phones make sense. I didn't know Metro PCS was government.
PCS.
Yeah, that's what they always said. I mean,
Who
I
knows?
don't know. I was young and impressionable, so I just took it as fact.
That's fair.
You just did whatever the government allowed you.
Yeah.
Sounds about
don't we all?
right.
Don't we all?
No. No.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go into City Hall and
mean-
take a shit.
Not
And like
all of
the-
us are pro-government. I mean, let's just ask Diddy.
Right, yeah. Let's ask Diddy.
I like how you typed out a lot of stuff and then crossed
Crossed
out
out.
some stuff. I dig it.
I had more time this time.
Editing on the fly.
Yep.
Dude, yeah. She was sitting on the couch just typing away. Like, I was like, deuces.
You probably went to shit, didn't you?
No, he went to sleep.
And then he took a shit.
Mm,
Probably.
Who shit the bed?
It's Kevin.
it was me.
Third time this month.
Damn.
Yes. Oh, and two, the last episode, and then I'll stop talking. But well, until about that. But so anybody that noticed me going like this with the mic when I was coughing, yeah, complete fail. So I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna go like this. And cough.
Behind it.
So it
into
picks
John's
up-
mic.
right.
No, yeah, his is still
just-
facing me
you
the
just
opposite
got-
way. So.
You know what? Fuck the mic. You're just gonna cough on me.
Look, it's show business, John. It's show business. Okay,
Nothing
we have to do
personal.
what we have to do.
I'm not worried about the fucking mic. You're gonna lean in and literally just cough on my hands.
Look, do you think Kim Kardashian wanted to do that video or no? She did it for her career. Just as I'm going to cough on you for mine.
Didn't her mom release the video?
Thought it was
for
Ray
her?
Well,
J.
yeah.
Allegedly?
Well,
or
I
was
heard-
it proven?
So I thought it was Ray J.
Oh.
You know, tomatoes, tomatoes. I don't know.
So
I never listened to his music.
I thought he was falling off, and he was like, "Bam!
maybe.
This is how I come back."
Hmm.
Literally,
I don't think
literally,
he did.
literally.
Yeah.
I don't think he did, though.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what did the guy once say about that? He said a great comeback story was Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
And then he was like,
yeah.
yeah, she had cum on her back
Chris
in that
Pratt.
video.
Damn.
Chris Pratt.
Have you guys seen it?
Me? No. I mean, if I have, I'll never admit to it.
So you have,
Have
because you
Oh.
said you wouldn't admit to
I
it.
wouldn't admit to it.
So yeah, that's what
So
it means.
no.
Who knows?
So you wouldn't admit to it, so that means you have.
Who knows? I'm not going to admit to it. I plead the fifth.
I get the reverse psychology by
I plead
you
the fifth.
by you playing that though. You have seen it.
You don't know though.
I'm
You'll
with
never
you,
know the
John.
truth.
You won't get my
I'm in Miss Michigan
You won't get my search
and
history.
5 friends. I wouldn't want your search history.
Oh yeah, you would, because you'd be all like, "Oh, okay, that's what I should be looking at." I mean, not looking at.
Alligator sniffs cayenne pepper. That was my
Yeah.
last Google search.
I like it.
Alligator
I'll watch
sniff cayenne pepper.
Did it sneeze?
Of course.
Did it?
Did it die?
Yeah, did it die?
Yeah. No, but alligator sneezes are adorable.
Oh, now I gotta look at it.
Sounds
Do they
crazy.
like
They do a little roll and shit at the same time. It's hilarious.
Really?
What?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to watch an alligator
Yeah.
sneeze.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you're bullshitting.
Yeah,
Google it.
I'll Google it. I will. I
We'll
will.
Google
Oh,
it
yeah.
later.
I'm gonna Google it. Even if you're lying, I'm gonna Google that shit.
Yeah, I know now. I'm interested.
Right. Is it really cute?
Somebody really did this.
Yes.
I'm sure someone has a video of an alligator
It's probably
sneezing.
government funded,
Probably.
bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
It's government funded. Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Somebody's walking an alligator on a treadmill while sniffing black pepper.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise
Hell
me.
yeah.
There was a shrimp that they paid $2 million on a treadmill.
$3 billion for the pepper.
Well, hold on though. They didn't pay the shrimp.
No,
That
they
money.
didn't. No.
No, you're right.
Oh,
They paid
no.
the researchers that money to
Crazy. What would a shrimp
like,
would do with all
how
that
did they
money?
get buy more ocean?
Well, the thing with it, there's so much paperwork
Right.
involved, and then because you got to think that wasn't something that just happened overnight. They've been doing that for decades. That type of crap, just random stuff like that they didn't have to do
Oh, for sure.
to skim off the top. So all that money was mainly going in government officials' pockets. They're paying the researchers a little bit, but they never got caught. So they do a little thing, get away with it, and then you eventually end up with trying to put a fucking shrimp on a treadmill underwater
Wait,
for
did
that much money because they kept getting away with it.
the shrimp did this?
No, the government people did.
Oh.
And then, because they were just skimming off the top. Because all that money, no way that went towards that experiment. So people
I mean,
were
you
putting
never
money
know.
in their pockets.
Bro, maybe they went through a lot of shrimp because no one would run on a treadmill.
Funded by Bubblegum Shrimp Company.
Yep.
Ooh. Yes, queen.
So
Anyways.
Witness
Anything
28.
else?
Witness 28.
Jenny!
Jenai.
Is that the next witness?
It's
When did
the,
that be
It's
funny?
the same witness.
Is
Oh,
it-
Jenny. No,
Mia?
Jane.
Jane?
Jane, I still love you.
Alrighty, Jane.
Jane, I'll run and
Life was like a box of chocolates.
You never
Yeah.
know what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
French fried
Yep.
potatoes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm.
How about some French fried Witness 28, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So Jane is back on the stand on day 19 of the trials.
Jane Combs.
No.
Air Jane.
I don't know
Air
who she
Jordan.
is. She's
Damn it,
anonymous.
will you guys stop?
Combs' former girlfriend.
Okay. Because I read your notes just for a split second before we started, and I got confused.
Yeah.
Darren's the one that crossed out all this stuff.
Yeah, I did. too.
Right.
No.
He said, I can't read that sentence.
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
like-
make
It's,
sense.
it's like I can't make jokes out of this. What the fuck?
No.
I kind of want to see my previous notes.
Scrap it all.
No,
Start
we're
over.
Right.
Okay. So Jane, she says when she was trying to tell Combs how unhappy she was about doing the freak-offs, he again threatened to stop paying the rent on her home. She described his moods sometimes would cycle between anger, ecstasy, and encouragement in the same conversation. He would often love bomb her and show affection that would often smooth things over. When Jane read through the lawsuit that Cassie had filed, she almost fainted. She said, "It was a nightmare. I can't believe I'm reading my own story. It was exactly my experience and my anguish." They played a recording of the first conversation Combs and Jane had after the lawsuit dropped. He had said, "I can't be talking on the phone. Let's get through this together. We did all this shit mutually together." Right before this phone call, Jane had texted Combs saying, "You knew this was coming and gaslit me and made me feel crazy. This was sexual exploitation." Anytime Jane wanted to talk about the lawsuit against Combs, he would just offer her money. He said, charge me for your resentment. I need you to get over this. I don't want any loose ends."
Hold up. So she had her own place, but how much time was she spending at her own place? Because it sounds like these freak-offs were happening all the time, and it sounds like they were always traveling together all the time. So it's like, how often was she at her own place?
From all the stuff I've read, it seems like it's like a monthly occurrence.
Monthly occurrence, okay.
Yeah, so like once a month.
What's the point of it?
Well, hold up, I got it messed up. You're
Well,
talking,
no.
You're talking
Yeah.
Jane, not Cassie, right?
We're all talking Jane, yes.
Yes, I always do that. I'm sorry.
You're
I was thinking
talking-
Cassie.
freak
sorry.
offs were once a month.
Huh?
Yeah, the freak offs were
The
a month?
freak-offs were once a month. She
Okay.
lived in this house all year long with her child.
Okay.
Yeah. She was a
Gotcha.
single mother. After that conversation, she came back with a proposal, which included $150,000 for resentment and loss of potential income. During a follow-up conversation, Combs told her he would show her child's father the tapes of her having sex with other men. So she's
Yeesh.
like, turn around. Like,
Petty.
yeah. After the lawsuit was filed, Cassie's lawsuit, one of the escorts Combs had hired threatened to release a video of him and Jane having sex. The escort saw an opportunity to make money and asked Jane for $10,000. She declined and called Combs, who connected her with his lawyer.
Hold up. Diddy's such a freak, though. I mean, would he even have really cared if that got released?
Well, because that's his ammo. That's his blackmail
Oh,
against
I
her.
get
You
ya.
know what I mean? That's that's his ammo. The video was never published, and she never found out why. Just like out of nowhere. Jane was with Combs when the hotel video footage of Combs beating Cassie was leaked. The next day, Combs showed her the apology video he was going to post to Instagram, which ended up being different than the video he actually posted. Jane had felt that the posted video didn't seem as sincere as the one she was shown. But then the defense called objection, and they decided to disregard her comments on the apology video. So this one's interesting. In June 2024, Jane had prepared a romantic evening for the two of them at her home. She had the house lined with candles, and they drank champagne and tequila as they caught up with each other. The mood had changed when Jane asked about a young woman she believed Combs was dating. He was 25 to 27 years older than the woman. She was still of legal age. But Jane called him a pedophile. An argument started and she pushed Combs' head into a marble countertop and started to throw candles everywhere.
Good.
I know.
She should get like an award for that.
She testified, I was angry with him. It was a built-up mix of everything. She told Combs that she hated him over and over. Did you want to say something? Okay.
I wish I was there to witness it. I could have threw in a couple punches too.
We're not done yet with that day.
Dun, dun,
She
dun.
then, I don't know. She ran into the bedroom and hid in the closet where Combs followed. She tried to run again, but Combs kicked her in the back of the leg, causing her to fall. He then put her in a chokehold to which she wiggled out of. Jane at one point punched Combs, and he retaliated forcefully. She said, he started punching my head. He started kicking me. He started saying all types of things. He kept punching. And they tussled for a little while, and then he said, you're not going to ruin my fucking night. Instructed her to put ice on her injuries and put on an outfit, meaning lingerie. When Jane came back from getting changed, she found Combs watching porn and texting an adult film actor, Anton. Once Anton arrived, Combs pulled Jane aside and said, take this fucking pill. And she was forced to perform oral sex on Anton.
Is Anton a guy?
I think so.
Or
Escort. It sounds like an escort.
It's an
Anton,
escort.
Yeah, Anton.
Yes. Well, adult film actor, porn star.
But it would be a male because
Yeah,
she
it is.
had the polished pewter, I guess is what they say.
Yes, exactly. After the fight, Combs sent her $10,000 to $12,000 via his bodyguards to pay Anton and repair the doors that he broke during the fight.
And Diddy, correct? Because
We're talking Diddy, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. He broke 4 doors, to be exact. Jane met Combs 2 more times after the incident. One time in Miami, where they took a new drug before having a freak off with an escort named Paul.
Mhm.
Then another time a month later. They had plans to meet once more the following month, but Combs was arrested before then.
so it went from Anton to Paul.
Yeah.
What the?
sometimes multiple Pauls at once.
But still, I mean, I'm all like Anton. That sounds like,
Exotic.
exotic. And then just
Hey, it's Paul.
Hey, it's Paul Blurt right there.
Hey, what is it? Hi, I'm Paul.
Yeah. Oh, at the end of Jimmy Neutron.
Jane did not cooperate with prosecutors until after his arrest. Combs is still paying her legal bills after federal agents came to her home seeking info on Combs after Cassie's lawsuit. She had met with Combs' attorneys multiple times between his arrest and the trial, in which she told the defense about the fight. When asked if Jane had plans to sue Combs in the future, she reiterated she had no plans to demand money from Combs. She said, I just pray for his continued healing, and I pray for peace for him. That was the end of day 19.
That was nice of her.
Yeah, she had a lot of positive things to say as opposed to
Negative.
everyone else.
Fair enough.
Right.
Honestly.
But it sounds like she didn't really spend like as much time, for instance, like Cassie did with him.
Right. She
'Cause-
kind of lived with him, I think.
So
Cassie did.
Yeah.
Diddy was paying rent at her house.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, so those were his doors.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's not
I mean, he had said on multiple occasions, "Are you gonna let
Yeah.
me into our home?"
those are Diddy's doors. I don't.
Doesn't give him the right to bait her.
True.
It just gives them the right to break the doors.
I'm just saying
Right.
the
You can break
property
the doors,
the
not the
property
women.
destruction is not so bad now. Those are his.
Well,
I
and he
get
paid to fix it, so it's like
Yeah.
whatever.
you.
Didn't
He
even
fucked
happen.
it up and then he paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything else in between.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Right.
So, day 20. The defense had tried for a mistrial last week when Brianna was on the stand, and she had given an inaccurate date of the incident where she was held over the balcony by Combs. The judge came back today and said this is not fodder for a mistrial.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make
It's
sense.
like he's like, this is a good cross-examination. This isn't.
Right. And even at that though, because the whole trial, so let's say like the person he was holding over the balcony and then Cassie and all that, is that all grouped into one thing to get charges, or are those all separate?
They're all separate charges. I
Okay,
think.
so even if it was a mistrial for that specific one, he'd still be on trial for what he was doing to Cassie, Mia, and all them people.
Yeah. Well, no, if it's a mistrial, it's the whole trial.
The
Right.
mistrial, they redo it.
They redo the
Okay.
whole thing.
Or what was it? A hang trial?
The hung jury.
A hung jury. It's
What's that?
the jury is not able to come up with a
Oh,
guilty or not guilty
like
verdict.
the cop thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where a mistrial is that you restart the whole thing. You still restart
Right.
the whole thing with the hung jury, but you do different selections. It's just different reasons to end the trial.
New jury.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because clearly these 12
Mhm,
people are incompetent of making decisions.
Right.
So we need 12 more to do it for them.
Exactly.
But
Oh,
to
yeah.
answer your other question, though, is some of them were brought on to try to prove he was sex trafficking. And then I don't know if were one of his lawsuits about, like, one of his, I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
he's being sued.
Yeah.
He has a lot of crimes.
Yeah. Racketeering and that kind of shit. Yeah. So. So Jane's back on the stand, day 20, for cross-examination. Jane talked about her after freak-offs. Combs enjoyed getting foot rubs and watching Dateline. She said, he was my baby.
So wait.
The tables have turned.
She had to
Yeah.
do everything, all the work,
Yeah.
and then she would give him massages.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
While he's watching Dateline.
Yeah. His
Ugh.
favorite show.
Right after the freak off?
That sounded like it.
He didn't even have to do anything, and he's getting his foot
Right.
rubbed.
Right.
Well, you need a mental, like wind down after all that. Like, come on.
You'd think, yeah.
A rub down and Dateline is fine. A little stimulation of the mind. You got to just get it off something else.
Just with less assault.
No,
Correct.
no physical stimulation, more mental.
Right.
Yeah, he has to come down from all the things he made her do. Clear his mind from the torture.
Yes, Darren.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming.
No,
Wait, are you trying to talk about what I want to do? I don't.
Now you know what it was?
I don't know. I lost track.
Diddy couldn't get it up.
Ooh.
He had erectile dysfunction.
Conspiracy theory.
I mean,
Yeah. I'm
there's
calling you
a
out,
possi-
Diddy. Calling
there's
you
a
out, Diddy.
possibility.
You and your limp dick.
with all the drugs that he does, but I'm sure he had ED meds.
Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what the Obama one was.
Oh,
Well,
Oh.
I learned this too is apparently depending some drugs can actually screw up your shit down there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
So you
believe
could
it.
literally be erect but soft in the middle. Makes no fucking sense.
Like a Tootsie Pop.
Basically, so I was told by select individuals that
and we'll
I mean
be
maybe
right
I
back.
shouldn't maybe I shouldn't say this. I was gonna say
You
it.
might as well go. Continue.
No,
Continue,
I can't.
continue.
No.
All right.
I could, but no,
Okay.
I shouldn't.
Kayla threw us all. That was.
That's funny.
I mean,
I
it
had to
was.
think of something that would relate to that.
That's hard on the outside and soft on the inside.
No. It goes like the from what I was told is it's like the tip of the penis is hard, then it goes like soft in the middle. I guess some weird shit like that, and it's just like I don't know. It was some
Oh,
weird shit
not
they were
like the
explaining.
center of it, but like the middle.
Basically, it was like hard, soft, hard, and then you could like it was like flexible in the center or some shit. That's what they were fucking saying.
That's bizarre.
I don't
Probably something to do with the nerves down there.
know, maybe, but it's like the weirdest shit ever. Like I was just like, how is that medically possible?
That's crazy. Drugs, man.
Yeah, but then again, drugs. Yeah, it has to be drugs. It's the only thing that would make sense of it being like
Interesting,
that.
Darren.
For
It's
sure.
an interesting fact that you know. Can you picture it. Oh, well, maybe that's why John's head's down because he's probably picturing.
Put it on a t-shirt.
No, yeah. We'll definitely put it on a t-shirt.
Anyways,
Call it pill dick. Because you bust him in the middle.
Oh gosh.
I get you.
Oh my goodness.
I get you. Anyways, continue, please.
Jane described Combs' fetishes, which included a lot of cheating roleplay. However, there was a time Combs thought Jane had sex with an escort without his knowledge, and he grew irate.
Ain't that something though?
I don't know.
Like
And
that's so dumb.
He's polyamorous, so he's constantly with other women.
But then again, it's that whole control aspect.
I know.
He's all like, you're gonna sleep with somebody that I tell you to. You're just gonna do it by yourself.
And when I'm there,
Yeah. So it's just a control thing. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Yep. Jane did credit Combs for reintroducing her to religion, and he encouraged her business ambitions and invested $20,000 in her clothing venture. This is the cross-examination, so the defense is trying to prove that she was in love with him.
I get that, but Diddy and religion?
Apparently, he's
Right.
religious.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I don't understand, but continue. It
drugs.
wasn't-
Yeah, drug. He probably was all
That's
like
the
screwed
answer
up
to
on
everything.
drugs.
Drugs,
He probably took so much drugs and he's all like, I'm God.
He's probably more
probably
connected than
does.
us.
right? He knows shit.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's true, but
That DMT or whatever.
See, she should have just flat out been all like, no, I didn't love him. I loved his money. All she would have to say is shut that right the fuck down.
Mm.
kind of
Ambien.
sounded like it in some of this.
Ambien.
Ambien, yes.
Yeah. I want to be paid in Ambien.
Yes.
Over the 3.5-year relationship, Combs wired about $150,000 to Jane.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, 3 years?
Yeah.
150,000?
50K a year?
Is that really a lot?
I mean, if you think about, is that her just going to spend it the way she wants and he's paying all the other bills?
Right. This is like, what
he's
he's
already
wired to
covering.
her.
He's already covering the rent at the house and shit. So
which is
it's
$10,000, by the
That's
way,
probably included.
10K?
Well, for what?
Damn.
for a house.
No, I mean like the per month?
Per month.
Or,
Yes,
Hmm.
per month.
So, I mean,
Hmm.
besides that, you're looking at 3 years, so 360 plus the
$500,000 a year. If you just round it down.
Yeah.
I always round up.
Yeah. Well, I just decided $500,000 sounded good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Ah,
We'll go with it.
it's been a long day.
It has been. It's been a very long day.
Yeah, I know. Talk about going to Home Depot like 8
Oh,
times.
God.
Too
Within
bad-
like what, a course of like what, 6 hours?
Yeah. Too bad you guys can't see all the work that has been done.
Right.
Right.
Right. Everything we had to go to, and we actually met a new friend at Home Depot. Her name's Amy.
Hey, man.
Shout out.
She was very helpful today. Very helpful.
I wasn't there. I was working.
Yeah, she checked us out like 7 times.
Yeah.
Like,
She even said
checked out.
what, you guys are back? You couldn't find what you're looking for?
She
Well,
said, "Did you guys find what you're looking for?"
The
We're like, no.
the one time, the first
Never.
time me and you went in without John, she said, "Where's the leprechaun?"
She did.
Really?
She straight up did.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then I showed up the next time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm right here.
With the hat on, right? And the
No,
sunglasses.
and then Kevin didn't know this, but because you and me were like shit talking, like making jokes, and then she's fucking laughing because she sees you like way ahead of us, and then we're all like,
Yeah.
8th time here, you know.
I was like,
He's
man,
doing the walk of shame. I heard someone say that.
We were saying that.
I thought you were really butthurt that I slapped your ass that hard.
Oh no, dude! I was just so frustrated
I was
that.
like, man, his cheek really hurts. Look at the way he's walking.
Right. He was walking kind of.
Oh no, I was like walking like this
Yeah,
because I'm like,
exactly.
I'm like trying to make myself like, dude, it's okay. And while on the inside, I'm just like, why the fuck did I not pay attention to the screw tops?
Literally sprinting inside Home Depot.
I just wanted to be done. I just wanted. This was taken. I just want to let you guys know that next week everything's gonna look a lot different.
Yep.
If some things didn't happen and things didn't fall apart, we would have been fine. And
Yeah, like literally, some things literally fell apart to where we didn't have a choice but to redo our plan.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think shit actually fell apart though.
Dude,
Oh, your
well-
guys' shit fell apart.
Yeah,
when we were trying to re-put my computer desk back onto the wall, it all fell down.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
So
what I
that
was thinking.
was-
I was like, my shit didn't fall apart.
No,
But that was a
once
good
with
thing.
stuff on it.
no. We were shifting it over, and then we were fixing the one wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, "That's not supposed to look like that." And then I just kind of moved the table just a tad bit, and it ripped everything out of the wall.
So it's good that happened though, just because you wouldn't have wanted your computer and everything just to fall at one point.
Right. So then me and Darren had to go run back to Home Depot, get some more stuff. And then John was like, called me, "Hey, we need screws." He's like, "Where are you?" I'm in the neighborhood, right around the corner. I'm like, "I'll be home in like 2 seconds." And
Took him 5.
Sure shiz, we needed more screws. So we had to go back.
He got
for the eighth time.
they got the wrong screw.
And then when we got to Home Depot, John smacked the shit out of my ass. But that wasn't the reason why I was going fast. I was just trying to get back
Right.
so we can get going. So yes, that's my rant. Continue.
Thanks, Amy.
I just went to work and I worked.
Yes. Thanks, Amy. I worked too this morning too.
yeah, me
That's true,
too.
you did.
Darren, you're the only one that didn't work today.
Oh.
Oh, I worked.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got like 12 hours of sleep today, so I was very busy.
James.
I'm just kidding.
Did you
I
sleep?
got like 10.
Did you sleep upon someone?
Did I do what?
Ooh, sleep upon someone.
Oh,
No.
sleep upon.
Cold.
Yes.
I
Oh.
slept upon my bed
So you
and pillow.
do you know the definition of a power nap?
Yes, just taking a nap quickly.
It's sleeping on somebody weaker than you.
Oh, I thought it was like The Sims. You know, you just like go on the couch and then like your guy starts just getting like more and more depressed because you actually need regular sleep.
No.
He said, "You got to sleep on someone for a power."
It's the,
That makes sense.
yeah.
To gain power.
yes.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Let's continue.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Defense lawyers played audio messages between Combs and Jane that demonstrate an informal love contract that provided Jane with funds in exchange for freak-offs. I was not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
were.
And that's
Is the FUK funds.
uh-huh. But isn't that
It's a nice.
isn't that still prostitution though, which would be illegal contract?
was
Not
or
if you're
not?
filming it.
But
So
wouldn't you have
crazy,
to be
bro.
distributing
The
it though?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, I'm not, I don't know the legality of that, but if he
If
was
you're
paying
making-
her
you-
for a private video, then I would think that would still be prostitution. Because the P Hub and stuff like that, you're selling the product,
not necessarily. No, you're not. I'm not.
aren't you? Though, or isn't that like?
Okay, you're saying then that just saying that like you can't make personal.
No, you can, but when
But
money's
no, 'cause-
involved, it would be all like going down to the fucking whatever street that is where all the hookers are, and then picking up one of them and saying, "Oh, here's a couple $100, let's make a movie." That's still prostitution.
No, at
No?
that point, that is you're making a point.
Okay, shit.
She
the
signed
moment-
the waiver.
The moment you introduce a camera and you're filming it, doesn't mean you have to distribute it, but you're making something. You are now performing in front of a camera. It's a lot.
Okay, so
I'm
there's-
sure
okay.
there are probably ways around it, but I'm almost positive that the moment you add a camera into it, it becomes
just changes the legality of the situation.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to figure out if I have to censor every single word that I was or the word I was using. So, anyways, let's continue.
Oh, jeez. The audio message was very positive as Jane responded with "Yay to your contract." At the beginning of the relationship, Combs was open about being polyamorous. Well, it was part of the same point, but y'all cut me off.
No,
Don't be so confused.
I'm not confused. I was confused at John, not you. Sorry.
What you did?
He,
Cold chills.
It's
Yeah.
cold. It was on 66.
well, yeah, because it was like hot as balls in here while we were working. So continue, please.
Combs was open about being polyamorous, which Jane was okay with him in the beginning, but later was not. Defense tries to show that the root of the couple's problems is jealousy and not the alleged freak-offs. Oh, this is important. The freak-offs were not, as many previously imagined, sprawling sex parties involving many onlookers, and they certainly didn't take place at Combs' famous white parties with A-list celebrities.
Really?
Okay.
Because that's what we were thinking in
Yeah.
the beginning until the trial started. And who put that in our heads? I think that was Suge Knight, which goes back to when I was saying he's not credible.
Ah.
But I digress.
Dun, dun,
Don't come for me,
dun.
Suge.
But wait,
He locked up.
didn't
Yes.
at his white parties and everything like that, he had
I don't.
passed out drugs and stuff
I
like that?
assume, but that's not what is actually a freak off.
That was probably after they locked the doors and shit.
All right.
After everybody went home and they
Yeah,
were like,
and
this
like
is
they
the
took
after party.
Right.
But what I'm getting at is maybe that wasn't considered a freak off, but maybe there was a lot of people having sex
It's possible. hmm
in rooms,
Yeah.
and they were being filmed still
Because he's got cameras everywhere.
right.
Yeah.
So
Freaky and nasty.
he,
Yeah.
I guess, is off on the point of calling it a freak off, but he's probably right on the other aspect that there's a lot of film out there of high politicians and A-list celebrities.
I would assume, yeah.
Think there's any aliens on there?
Maybe
Ooh.
the reptilians or the crab people.
Mm.
No, there's
Lizard
only 4
people.
types of aliens apparently. You got the grays, the tall whites, the mantis people.
And
What they
then,
call them, like the mantis aliens,
and then,
and then you got the reptilians.
and then Lur from Omicron Persei.
Yep, yep, and then Lur.
Blur.
Yes.
Nothing.
And hold up, just for the record, I'm getting that off of what the Congress guy was saying,
He pulls
not
up his
off of
cape.
me.
He say he pulls up his cape.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Do you watch Futurama?
I used to, not so much anymore. I haven't watched it in years.
So you would remember Lur from Omicron Persei.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I don't recognize it.
And then when they start eating the babies as like
yeah,
popcorn
the
chicken.
poplars.
Yeah.
And he gets all super high and he's like doing that thing with his cape and he's like, whoa.
And they
Whoa.
need people's noses, right?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue. Sorry.
Weirdos.
Mm.
Blah.
So for Cassie, it seemed like physical abuse left her forced and coerced to participate in these sex acts, which supports the sex trafficking component of the case. However, Jane said there was only the one instance of violence in their relationship, which she admits to instigated. The prosecution is focused on the idea that Combs defrauded Jane by lying to her repeatedly, luring her to romantic encounters that turned into freak-offs without her input or expressed desire.
I just want to say though, okay, so she kind of sounds like she's trying to take fault for getting beat up
Yes.
because
Yeah.
she instigated it. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it don't matter. I mean, that's
I mean, she did
That's-
punch him.
but still,
But-
though, I mean,
And she
like,
threw candles at him.
but I mean, you
she
know,
really did start it.
But still, though, I mean, like, I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, so at what point would it have been acceptable for him to?
if she had a knife running at him, going to kill him,
Yeah, but
What?
she could kill him by throwing candles at his.
but he could also walk into another room and shut the door, though. You get what I'm
No.
saying? Because there's a difference between.
No, she couldn't.
No, him. I'm talking Diddy.
He broke the doors down.
No, bro, no.
Well,
there-
he's still
there was-
okay. Then Diddy
was-
could have
there was
walked
no
out the
the-
front door, got in his car, and left.
Doors were not
He didn't
surviving.
have to beat her up. He didn't have to beat her up.
Doors were not
He could've left.
surviving in this house.
That's true.
So
I mean, you're not
That's
wrong.
what a real man would do.
yeah, a
Just
real man
leave.
would just walk the fuck away,
Yes.
Fuck.
even if he was getting hit with fucking candles.
I'm not saying that him beating her is what you want to call it. What I'm saying is that if she is throwing things at him and punching him, at some point, you know, a one hit, you know, like a good push off, good knockdown.
Yeah.
And then you walk away.
Side note, that phrase you said earlier, forced and what? Coerced?
Forced and coerced.
Yeah, that needs to be put on a t-shirt.
Forced and coerced.
Yeah. Just
Oh
right
my
on the back.
gosh.
That's John's
All right.
slogan. Put it on a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Mhm,
But yeah, for real. But I feel like out of everything, that needs to be on a t-shirt though. Forced and coerced.
I don't know.
I'm wearing it at work.
There's a snake in his pants. That one.
He'll be like, "Why
Yes.
are you here?"
I was forced and coerced.
True.
I'm only at work because.
Oh, that's funny. We should.
funny.
That's what I mean.
We definitely will. We just need to buy the shirts.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Part of the merch line
Yes.
coming soon to a store probably
Near
not-
you.
Yep. Trademark.
There's only one store stores closest to you. Man, this place.
Oh, yeah. Quack
Anybody
House.
else's shit.
I don't know. The closest place to me is some place called like Jorge's or some shit. I don't know. They got like some like weird shit I've never seen before at any other place, but I still go there because I don't feel like
Hawk
driving
Down?
any further than I have to.
Yo,
I hear you.
I think my headset.
No, I can hear you.
I think
Can you
his
hear?
headset's jacked. Hello, John.
Oh, I wonder if it got
Hello?
unplugged.
Oh, let me see.
Did you kick something, Dern?
No, okay.
And we got technical difficulties.
No,
So-
all right, we're good. Whatever.
You're good?
Just move on.
Can you actually
it,
hear?
It made a crackling noise. It's making crackling noises right now.
Yeah, it
But
must
my
be
left
loose.
sounds a lot quieter than my right. That sounds better.
Sounds better.
Perfect.
All right.
It just,
How-
Sorry, this
out.
is all also part of the whole moving around on everything.
yeah, it popped and then like the left side just went away.
Boo,
Ooh.
boo, boo.
That sucks.
Mm.
Apparently, last week I was wearing mine backwards. But anyways,
What?
He was.
my
Your
headphones.
headphones? Oh, because you couldn't see Popeye? Oh, shit. I didn't know.
I know. I felt really betrayed by not seeing Popeye on your
Yours is
headset.
on wrong too.
No.
Oh wait, no, that's right. Because I'm looking
It's
at
like left side.
yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It's
Look at the
because
labels.
I'm looking at it as like me putting it on.
Right.
Right.
So, anyways,
You're
continue.
opposite. So back into cross-examination. Jane said one of her ground rules for the freak-offs was that the male entertainers she had sex with could not use drugs. She said, I didn't want to have a stranger be out of their mind in a very vulnerable environment for me. Oh, this is funny. Jane described freak-offs they had with an escort named Paul, who turns out to also be one of Combs' personal trainers. They would call themselves the trifecta. Jane was Kobe Bryant, Paul was Shaq, and Combs was Michael Jordan.
Okay. Now that to me makes me think that Combs probably was hiding in the closet, because if he was wanting everybody to
Yes.
be males,
Yes.
then obviously,
Yes.
you know,
He liked his bitches being banged in
you
front
know,
of him.
basically Combs' butthole, all their penises.
Oh, dude,
Right.
yeah, we all
Fake
knew
penis, real penis.
Yeah.
that. Doesn't matter.
I'm sure Combs had a strap on
Oh,
in
I'm
his
sure.
ass.
I'm sure. Yeah. Anyways.
TMI, sorry.
The defense used this to show she had affection between herself and some escorts, to which Jane said, given my circumstances, if I had to do what I had to do, at least there was somebody who had a warm energy about them. Many sexually explicit texts between Combs and
Right.
Jane. What?
If I had to do what I had to do, at least he was happy to be there.
yeah,
Pretty much.
that's pretty much what she said.
felt comfortable with him.
That's what I was like. He's like, fuck it. He's cool with it.
Right.
Like if I gotta
He's
be
cool.
here, like
He's cool.
if he would have hated the whole situation, she would have been like, nah, I don't.
I feel like Jane looked at the relationship as a job.
It seems
I
like
mean,
it.
That,
But
like,
she was also in love with him.
I think Jane
Aren't
probably
they all?
Right.
has had a series of fucked up relationships and has got herself fucked up in the head. She
Maybe.
probably just made herself believe that she loved him.
Maybe.
Probably.
It's possible.
That's a
Maybe.
good
But It's probably just one of those whole self-esteem fucking things. You know what I mean?
Could be.
And two, I mean, the money he was paying her rent.
Right.
So I think she was in love with the money, not necessarily him, but she thinks she was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In love with the money, I ain't never letting go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Drop it.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah. he'll be the next one.
Oh dear.
What? Don't talk about Fetty like that.
He's already missing an eye, right?
Yeah, bro.
He's been through enough, Darren.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll leave it.
He went through the soft-boiled egg test.
Yeah, true. That's how he lost his eye because it like when you're trying to fit it in.
Diddy got upset.
Mm-hmm.
Semen.
Very upset.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Many sexually explicit texts between.
Bucket of cum.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Trap card.
Sorry, go ahead.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Darren was just staring at me. I figured that was pretty funny.
Ew,
Yeah,
y'all.
If you got hit with that, like, so Diddy just ran up and hit you with a bucket of cum. Yeah,
I can see that.
I mean,
I mean, like, it would be like a Diddy thing.
Stop yawning.
I
can't.
You're
I'm
making
sorry.
me yawn.
The fuck, bro?
I'm trying,
I could be
man.
awake.
I know. I'm awake. I'm just trying to listen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep you awake. I'll keep
I
you
can
awake
see-
like a Diddy party.
I can see it. You're wide awake right now. You're like super focused. You're like dying.
Why? What do you think? Why do you think that is?
The heroin?
The
No.
Adderall, Loreen.
No, you're not supposed to say that.
Well, he's
Look,
prescribed it.
Yeah, I have a legal prescription for Adderall, so I have nothing to worry about.
No, not the other thing.
What?
Prescription.
Prescription, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my insulin. Yeah. Insulin's not illegal, so. But it is a drug.
Touche.
Da.
Can I borrow some?
Yeah, I mean, we could see. I mean, you won't get high from it. You'll just get really low and then probably die, but we could try.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
On the next episode.
Will John be here?
It
or
didn't work out.
Right. Oh, jeez.
not? And we'll play
And-
in the arms.
And so at the end, it'll be like
of an
we'll
angel.
play cast members lost this year, and it'll just be me.
Yeah.
The
And like
picture.
from 1 week to this week, like sorry,
Okay, continue, babe.
long gone, not forgotten.
Things got heated when the defense attorney asked Jane, "What is a bottega bag?" Don't kill me if I said that wrong. I don't know what that is. And she asked, "How much does a bottega bag cost?" To which Jane snapped back with, "How much does my body cost?" I like that. The defense continued to explain all the luxuries Jane received from Combs, including her house, which cost $10,000 a month.
10,000.
$10,000 a month.
10,000 big shrimp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's go to day 21. Jane's back on the stand for cross-examination.
Ew.
Give her a break.
Right.
She had like five days.
Yeah, because it was
something
like,
like that. Probably about the same as Cassie. Jane talks about the time they had broken up in 2022, which happened after a particularly rough freak-off. A text was shown from Combs that read, "If it was as toxic as you were saying, you are welcome to leave." A later text from Jane said, "How are you? It's my birthday weekend, and you ain't shown me no love." So she just kept coming back.
she wanted that money.
Yeah.
Yep, Monet.
We'll
She's
say
morning.
She said that they did have a 2-month period in 2022 where they did not have freak-offs, but still hung out.
Huh.
I know, right? Who knew?
Must
would've
have
thought?
been. He must have been having some really bad pill dick.
Oh, no, I was going to say it must have been his yearly, instead of a monthly.
Mm,
He must have been on his period.
Oh yeah.
whiskey hole.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you gotta think about all the
Like,
guys.
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you gotta think about all the guys that Diddy was letting run a train on him. So he was bleeding out his ass.
Yeah, that's true. He had that whiskey hole. That's good. That's a good one.
mm.
Funny.
When talking about the sobriety party in which she had sex with 3 men without taking any drugs, Jane said, "I resent him for all of it. I believe resent and regret lie in the same feelings." Told you what?
Yeah, he was having sex with men.
What?
Did he, right?
She had
No.
sex.
Oh, I thought I said he, sorry.
Jane
But still,
had
we know.
sex
We know
with
what was
3 men. Jeez.
Super excited about sex for men.
And they just kept continuing to talk about all the things Combs had bought her and all that stuff. Sure. Day 22. Just back on the stand.
Gosh.
There was an audio message from December 2023, which was after they had broken up in October. Combs asked Jane, "What's the solution? What do you want me to do to make you feel better? How can we get to a solution so we can move on? I don't want nobody feel like this." The defense wants to enter into evidence a phone call where Combs lovingly expresses that he was not aware Jane was unhappy with the freak-offs.
She's like, I literally fucking told you.
But she does look back on this with fondness, but she did not realize these conversations were being recorded by Combs. So most likely he was being insincere.
And isn't there something, because for instance, if you're in Jersey, yes, you can record a conversation without the other person knowing about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how many states are like that, but some areas, states or whatever, the law is if you're recording something like that, both parties have to be fully aware of it. So, but they're using that in court, right? So I just, for a second, I was thinking like, how would that affect that in court if both parties weren't? But then again, they're going after Diddy, so of course they would use it.
I get what you're saying.
But anything that potentially incriminating towards her, would that be able to be used in court against her?
I think she was given immunity,
Okay.
like most of the other
Oh yeah,
witnesses.
everyone.
Not
I think
I don't think everyone.
that's testifying is getting immunity. Oh well, then they're crazy.
I think it's the people that got a subpoena and were like refusing to come unless they received immunity, which wasn't everyone.
They would just go to jail if they didn't come. So
They wouldn't give information either.
Can we just use the word like show up instead of just because of the whole conversation? It's like I know what you're saying, but I'm not.
You know, like if like they showed up prematurely.
That sounds better for this conversation. Yes.
But instead of they didn't come.
Yeah, because I know what you mean, but in my head, because it's Diddy party, I'm thinking like, okay,
they didn't bust a nut, is what was in going through your mind.
basically. Yes.
Okay, I got you. They didn't show
didn't
up
complete.
to perform.
Right.
Performance anxiety, man, it's a real thing.
I believe it.
Yeah, yeah. So did anybody else come to the thing or not?
Before or after?
Yeah.
During.
Oh,
I answer that.
I think we answered.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Pretty much
I
covered.
think we can
covered
we can
before,
get-
during,
We can move
and
on.
after. So
So
you're good.
moving on.
I'm ready for a new witness. But when talking about the abusive incident in 2024, Jane confirmed that Combs asked why she attacked him. She recalls him saying, "We've never fought like this before, and now the Cassie lawsuit comes out, and now this happens."
He got mad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
started smacking around.
Right. For the redirect, prosecution brings up a time in 2022 when Jane said she wasn't in the mood for a freak off and didn't want to make Combs mad. Jane was then shown a text that she had never seen before between Combs and Paw. Combs said, "I'm gonna need you to persuade her. If she hears from you, we're in." Literally.
Maybe. I was going to say something, but then I just went away. Continue.
Well, that's it for Jane.
Dang. I feel bad for her.
She
but
hugged both the prosecution attorney and defense attorney before leaving.
Oh, they had to make that a point, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It's interesting though. Both sides.
I wonder if both sides are paying her. But she seems pretty flippy floppy.
She does. Yeah, she does.
All right. Moving on.
Wishy-washy.
Ooh.
Last day.
She forgot the wax on, wax off.
Mr. Wishy-washy.
Wish. Day 23.
Ooh.
Witness 29.
MJ.
Andre Lamont.
What if it was like Michael something?
That would have been awesome.
Michael
like-
Scott.
Oh,
No, like,
Well, P. Scott.
well, you would have to have a J last name. So it'd be like almost like MJ being witness 23.
Could just be Michael just got.
Thank you. When they called Mary Jane MJ, you think that was
There we go.
Marijuana.
And she should have been
exception to the rules?
Yeah.
witness 23 then. That's what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All right. Sorry,
Saran
guys.
wrap.
Yes. Continue, please.
Mm-hmm.
And not Andrew. Andre Lamont. He is a Homeland Security Special Agent and was involved in the raid on Combs' home in LA last year. Items that were found in the raid are being shown to the jury, including 6 small envelopes with the letter K on them, tested positive for ketamine, 3 cell phones, a plastic bag that tested positive for MDMA, a large cooler bag of baby oil, a closet full of baby oil, and at least 18 retail-sized boxes of the lubricant Astroglide. It is estimated that about 200 bottles of baby oil and 900 bottles of lubricant were seized.
Now, I know they said there's no drugs in that baby oil, but that is just fucking nuts. Okay. He's treating baby oil like it's fucking drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no drugs in the baby oil.
I want
Like-
proof that there was no drugs in there.
I mean, it's just like,
Because didn't they say they tested it?
yeah. But it's like, okay, you got like the baby oil in a plastic bag next to like all the HC and all that, and people are supposed to think there's no drugs in it. Like,
Right.
Cross contamination. So outside of the people that make baby oil, Diddy's got the next like biggest supply, right?
Yeah.
Right in his closet.
I would think. Mhm.
Who needs that much lube also? Like 900 bottles of lube? Is that what you said?
A very dry person.
Yeah.
well, I mean, basically when you're, I don't even know. That just makes no sense. When you have a pill dick and you can't like please a woman, I guess you need to lube. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but
Yeah.
the only thing that would make sense with all that like baby oil is that they had freak offs at his house with a bunch of people. That would be the only thing that would make sense that you need.
I mean, if you lived at home and you're packing for a trip, come on.
yeah, you need to pack like 30
Yeah.
bottles of lube.
Tell your assistant to grab 30 cases, load them up in the car. We're heading out.
Right. Honestly.
I guess you're probably right.
Yeah, whatever. Probably like 200 bottles in a case or some shit. So he's like, grab 3 cases. We're going
Crazy.
on an afternoon drive.
Right.
Mhm.
It's like, you know, he did like an Oprah situation. He put a bottle of lube on everyone's seats and he's like, you get a bottle of lube. You get a bottle of lube. Everybody gets a bottle of lube.
And
It's like a take-home
and
party
the one,
gift.
The one person who doesn't get lube gets dry.
Right.
They're the ones that
They're the real unlucky ones.
yeah.
Everybody else with lube,
Yeah. Yeah.
guy without lube,
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, they'd be saying,
the reverse Oprah scenario. The one person that doesn't get shit loses hardcore. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? I didn't get
right?
Where's my oil?
Yeah. Like, where's my
And
oil?
Diddy's guards come and pick him up and just walks and fucking disappears out.
Yeah. That would, I agree that would happen.
Hear screaming on the way out and then silence.
Yup.
You signed the contract.
Watch your feet.
I can't see my feet.
Well, and it's screwed up too because you know the guy in the Oprah situation.
Lick your toes.
Because you know the guy in the Oprah situation, you know Diddy would be all like, yeah, we're doing a freak off right now. You're going to fuck me in the ass. And then the guy's like, no, I don't want to fuck you in the ass.
I don't got lube.
Yeah, I don't got that.
Right.
Stedman was probably there. Oprah was at home just kicking it.
There you go. All right, let's try to get through this last one.
Honestly. No, this is the last day.
Oh, okay.
But
Man, we still got like 5 pages to go.
no, this page and then
Oh.
yeah.
Might 2-part this episode.
I think it'll have to be, probably. Then they showed photos of 6 firearms that were found and ammunition, including a high-capacity drum magazine with 59 green tip rounds. These bullets are notable because they are manufactured to penetrate body armor better than normal ammunitions.
Yep. Those are good ones.
Okay. Yeah.
He was
Got
ready
gun
to do
guys
some,
here. Okay.
do some damage.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're not difficult to get. I mean, you can go to any gun store right now and grab them. I mean, hell, I got a couple cases of them. The green tips.
You have
I mean,
guns?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a AR-15.
I don't know you.
And then what? SKS. I'm gonna buy a couple of AKs, a couple of shotties. You know, I'm gonna do it up.
Okay.
You know, just like try to break my back windshield. They're
All right.
Took
Cool.
my bonus money, bought a gun.
Yeah. Didn't get any ammo.
Yeah.
Or did you?
Couldn't afford the ammo yet. Or did I?
Continue.
Shout out Andrew.
Mm.
No, we're good.
I was reading to see if it was even worth mentioning.
No, I'm
Oh,
just
it
mentioning
is.
it. I'm sure I can talk about it.
Cross-examination. The firearms and ammo seized were recovered from a security room in his mansion. It was pointed out that Combs had a security service protecting his home. Defense tries to suggest that agents had no idea where the guns were. They could have been sprawled out. They could have been in a safe. They ask Andre if he ever recovered hundreds of bottles of baby oil and lubricant from other human trafficking and smuggling operations, in which he replied, "It's only been this one."
Yeah.
As the light was like shining and glistening off of him. Do you, sir, use baby oil? No.
Never. Never.
It's just like oil. Fuck, I'm allergic to that shit.
Oil.
And then Kanye arrives at the courthouse
Oh.
shit.
with Combs' son, King. And he was put in the overflow room.
Ha!
I know. So he left 40 minutes later. I think he was hoping to get in the courtroom, but he was way too late.
He thought he
Yeah.
could just show up and get in the main
Right.
floor. You're like, nah, you ain't that good, bro. No more. Like, roll
Right,
out.
see, you know what that is?
Right.
Even with Diddy's son, they were like, nah, roll out.
Right.
Right.
See, that's financial privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you're so rich you think you can do anything.
Should have came back with Kim.
Oh. Probably could have got in because she's a lawyer, right?
Yeah, isn't she?
She is.
Isn't
Yeah.
she?
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't hire her, but
Does she have the credentials now?
I don't know.
I know she went to school.
I mean, what is she gonna do? Like start losing the case and be crying her eyes out, like when a little spider got on her or whatever? Like what a dumb B word,
No, she's
capital
gonna,
B word.
She's just gonna balance a wine glass on her butt and be like, "Is this good enough or not?"
Yeah. Do we win?
Yeah. Like, did we win?
We did make that into a shorts, though.
What?
The 7 inches for the butthole.
Yeah, I believe.
Oh snap!
Yeah. I believe I titled it when I clipped it, "Stretching Overtime."
Oh yeah. Over time.
All right. So we'll continue.
Last witness.
Ooh. Nice.
Witness 30.
Damn.
Jonathan Perez. Ex-assistant
Escort. Oh.
of Combs that worked for him while he was dating Jane. December 2021 to September 2024. He testified he and his coworkers would have to make sure Combs had everything he would need for 12 to 24 hours without having to bother anybody. This included liquor, music, food, drinks, and personal items such as lubricant, and a special packet of vital honey for enhancing male libido.
So
Yes, Darren, just
Yes.
leave it there.
I was gonna say you could have just got some pills. It would have been a little more like normal.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna
Well, I'm
say-
sure they had that too.
I mean, seriously, like what's Combs gonna do with that honey? Rub it on another guy's dick, suck it off, and then think he's gonna get hard? I mean, he has pill dick.
Sounds
Yes.
like it'd work.
Well, I don't know.
Sounds like you are very experienced in this. You're an expert on how this honey works.
I have no idea how honey works because I don't eat honey because I think it's disgusting. Well, you gotta think about it. Well, what do they do to clean it?
They
Because
don't
you're
have to.
just eating
I
stuff.
don't know if it's actual honey. It's just called vital honey.
Oh, because I'm just saying honey in general. I think you're eating stuff that bugs are crawling around in. It's fucking disgusting.
No, they make it, right?
Yeah, the bees
Yeah.
make it. They
Yeah.
basically puke it up. So you're eating bee puke if you think
Yeah.
about it. It's fucking gross.
Yum.
But it's really good for you.
And it's
Yeah,
toxic
but
for
you're
babies.
eating vomit though.
Are you
Bee
though?
vomit. Yeah, you are because they use their little tongue or whatever on the flowers, get it in there, go back to the hive, put it up in there, like puke it up. You're eating puke. It's fucking gross.
I don't like honey either.
But it's good for you.
Hey, you can eat all the puke you want, man. I ain't eat no puke.
But it's good for you. Yeah,
Okay.
they recommend you eat like local honey to help with your allergies and stuff.
Mm-hmm, because it has the local pollen in it.
Ooh.
Well, let's finish this and we can talk more about that because there's some interesting stuff about honey I can tell you.
Yeah, there's
Ooh.
the madness honey.
Yeah, that's like the blue honey. You know what the blue honey is?
No.
Because the radiator fluid. Bees like the sweetness of it. Then they'll get that shit, go back to the hive, and then it'll be blue honey. That will kill you if you eat it. So if you
It
guys have
doesn't
any,
kill them?
no. Yeah, so guys, if you're looking to, no, never mind.
Don't do it.
If you're,
Continue.
yes, continue. I don't want to give any bad ideas to anybody.
Okay. Da 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 da.
Is that it?
No. He said Combs' staff would arrange a good meal and a massage for the tired-looking women after each session, or an IV drip to put them to sleep. There was a time one of Combs' videographers started freaking out when he stumbled across one of the freak-off videos on an iPad. The court then played audio of Combs' chief of staff pressing Perez for details about who else may have seen the video. Perez failed to tell her that another employee, Chef K, had been in the theater when he discovered the video. He found the iPad at a theater. He wasn't watching it on the theater screen, just to be clear.
I don't want that piece of shit.
I know, right? Perez testified that the Gucci pouch that Combs would carry on him during freak-offs would typically contain cash and drugs. He told the jury that when Combs was arrested, he quit as his assistant. He said, "I thought it was a good time to leave to hopefully avoid a situation like this." He says he still feels great about his former boss, the same way he felt when leaving his employment. Cross-examination. He said setting up freak-offs, obtaining drugs, and managing a staff crisis made up about 1% of his work for Combs. He testifies he never saw Combs strike a woman or anyone in the 3 years he worked for him, and that Combs would date many women at the same time. And he said Jane never seemed hesitant about participating in freak-offs and always seemed to be a willing participant. He testified earlier that he had a good relationship with Jane while he worked for Combs. And just a side note, the whole week they were going back and forth about whether to dismiss a juror because he lied about his place of residence. Kind of lied. He was saying he lived in New Jersey, but he lived in New York or something like that. Something stupid. So they did end up dismissing him from the trial. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Get the fuck out.
Interesting.
The defense wanted to keep him because he was an older black male.
Oh.
Prosecution's like, no.
Well, yeah, you can't
Can't
lie
lie.
about that, where you
Right.
live. If you lived in New Jersey or New York, they both start with new.
Yeah, they do.
True. True, they do. That's where we're at for now.
Well, that's interesting. So next week should be the last week, possibly.
Possibly,
We'll
unless
see.
more stuff comes out with what he was doing.
Well, yeah, there'll be a lot more. That would be like follow-ups and stuff. But dang,
To be determined.
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to be found guilty? Do you think he's going to get away with it? Like,
Guilty, then pardoned by Trump.
Oh, that's possible.
I don't know, 50 Cent's like, let me talk to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever happened with
50
that? I never saw an update. Did he ever
I
reach
don't
out?
think Trump is actually going to pardon him. I think because when
I don't think he will because he's going to get backlash like crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
especially
yeah.
with the whole I'm not gonna say it, but there's just, which people know, there's just a big situation going on right now in the Middle East, which I'll just leave it at that. But
Mhm.
I don't think Trump would really want to do anything to make himself like look bad potentially with the
Mhm.
Middle East situation going on.
Right.
So he
True.
kind of has to be on his P's and Q's.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you,
I
John.
don't
I don't
know.
think he doesn't.
Well,
he
I
doesn't
know.
give two shits
Well,
about what's all going on. I understand where you're coming from because, like, yeah, with what's going on in the Middle East, could make spark World War III, and then there'll be a lot of stuff. But I don't think that would stop him from like pardon somebody.
Party,
However,
yeah.
I think, like he said, he would have to see all the evidence before he would do anything about
Right,
it.
right.
And I don't think Trump would be like, oh, nah. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. There's enough evidence there that I don't think
Yeah.
he would even get the pardon.
And two, this kind of makes me think back when he was supporting Mike Tyson. When
Right.
Mike Tyson got those assault charges on him.
But he was also found not guilty.
Right, but right on that one because the one Trump was talking about, I think Tyson did go to jail, and then only reason is I think Tyson was innocent, but Trump was saying his lawyers should have did a better job
Right.
because apparently lawyers did a horrible job because I guess from what Trump was saying, maybe there's enough evidence to where it was where he was innocent. Like with Mike Tyson, I don't know. That was way before my time. I wasn't born yet, but I just seen clips occasionally.
I get you.
Interesting.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I always thought that he was actually innocent, and they finally proved it later down.
No, yeah, I think they did. But I mean, at the time,
But
there's,
then that means his lawyers couldn't prove that he was
yeah.
innocent
So
at the
Trump,
time.
Right.
Trump was already saying like way back when that happened is his lawyers did like a garbage job at defending him.
And that's why you got to pay the big bucks for the good lawyers.
Yep.
I feel like it's big bucks whether they're good or not.
Okay, that's why you got to
The
pay
big bucks.
the massive money.
Yeah. Crazy.
You're paying like $50 million. You know what I'm saying? And you're almost guaranteed to get out of it. I saw
Basically.
something that you got to find a lawyer that's firm donated to the judge that you're going up against, because then you might get a little bit more leniency.
Yeah. To remember, money wins court cases,
Right.
not the truth.
Right. Exactly.
Mm.
Anyways, anyone got anything else that they want to add? Ask? Any questions, comments, or concerns?
I don't know. I would just say anybody that's out there dealing with any kind of abuse or anything like that. I couldn't tell you what the program's
There's a
names.
hotline.
There's a hotline.
We can have a hotline up.
And I'm sure there's probably plenty of places you can go that will help you. So
Oh yeah.
just, completely your choice. Everybody has free will, but just try to get the help if you need it. Don't let some freaking douchebag abomination of a man, which not even a man, but don't let some pathetic piece of shit beat you or anything.
Or force you to do things.
Or force you to do things you don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just get help. Just get help.
Period.
Yas, Queen. And that's what's up.
Yep.
Anyways, we will then catch you guys next week, and everything will be different again.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Deuces. Coconut.
Coconut pie.
Coconut pie.
Did you see what Kevin just did?
Turn
No.
that shit off.
It just looked like he
Jack it
was
off.
basically, you know how I was saying like Diddy was sucking like
Honey.
honey? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Honeysucker.